Well, for those of you that have seen my Patreon video lately, you will see that I have now converted 100% to using the Zero. My Dylan is now packed up and gone. And I thought I would just do a really quick video on how I currently have everything set up. Very similar to my getting started video, but I just kind of wanted to follow up with some of the things that I've really come to enjoy on this. You'll get to see a lot more of me reloading on it, but here's just a quick follow-up to show you, as I've played with it, what I've kind of learned. So the first thing, and again, I apologize if I repeat some of this, but I just want to make sure I cover it. The first thing is the locking mechanism. While this does have a torque wrench that will click, okay, it is not necessary. There is a hump right there where you see it kind of push over, and you just have to make sure that you get to one side of that hump to get it locked in and take out any of the problems in there as far as the deflection. So I have been finding that I just bring it back and I just snug it a little bit. I do my loading on whatever stage, and then I can just pop it back and move to the next one, okay? And I really like that. Craig is the one that actually suggested that. And, you know, in my head, I kept thinking, well, you know, you've got this torque wrench, you ought to be using it. He's absolutely right. You just get it to a snug position. It's totally good. Make sure you get past that little hump. You'll feel it kind of pop on the backside so that you're not doing anything bad to the wedge in there when you're turning it. And then whatever die you need, you just bring it back and snug it back down. I have really enjoyed the new die rings. I am waiting to get some more. They are currently sold out, so I have them on back order. I have one on my sizing die here, and then I have another one on my seating die, because for me, those were the two priorities to put these dies on. But really, really nice. I think I showed you guys this already. Here's the wrench for it. It goes on the inside and allows you to tighten down. And it's just been really nice. I don't miss my floating rings at all. I thought that I would, and I thought that I would find myself kind of missing that. I will tell you, I do not miss it. Not saying that they did or didn't help on the Dylan, because obviously I think that when you're using the Dylan, you have to lock down the tool head and then float the rings. But this is a different animal, and the way they designed it, these work. I mean, my other rings work fine too, but I will be replacing them all with the 419 rings, because there's a different kind of feeling when you lock this thing down compared to a normal ring. And it's hard to explain until you actually see it or feel it, but really, really love the rings. My shell holder, I have done most of my reloading with the shell holder in place, although I still really like having the ability to take that out and then put in the base that acts like an arbor press. And again, I've done this for my bullet seat or my bullet tipping. I tried doing a little bit of seating with it, but I'm still on virgin brass, so it didn't work quite right. But with sides brass, it actually worked pretty good. And you really can treat the press how you want it to. So it can either be a traditional shell holder, or it can be a little bit more like an arbor press. For those that are wondering, though, the way this thing is designed with the shell plate in there, the shell holder, you really don't feel like you're using a shell holder compared to other presses. I have felt very secure and used it for, again, my seating die, and I've had almost no issues. The last couple batches I've loaded on this, I shot a 199-13, lost a stupid one out the top, and then a 216, 214, 199-14 or 15, I don't remember. Anyway, we've had some weird conditions, but you know, nevertheless, it's making ammo that is doing fantastic. And the number one thing I've noticed is just what I like to call the intimacy. I feel like I'm connected to my ammo again, and I know that doesn't matter to some people, but I forgot how much I really loved reloading and the reloading process. And so for me, getting back to this is a little bit more like when I first started doing precision reloading before I started using the Dylans. And I don't know why, but I just have to tell you, mentally, it's made me happier. I've been a little more excited to be out here, even though I have to spend more time because I'm, doing a process at a time. I really feel like I am enjoying it more. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm putting a little bit more of me into the reloading, and really at the end of the day, this is supposed to be enjoyable. And if the reloading isn't enjoyable, then, there's ways to get around it. If you enjoy reloading, this is, again, a great press to get your ammo put together on, and to really feel, I don't know, it's stupid, but like to feel like you're connected with your ammo in a different way. And that's what I've really liked about it. Now, I currently only load the 1 caliber, so the odds of me swapping out the turret head are pretty low right now, but it could happen in the future. I still have 8 of my original 9 dies on here. I took out the bullet feeder because that was just for fun and being silly, but it did work. I've been priming. I've been doing all my priming on here, so I haven't used my Bald Eagle in a couple weeks. All of my priming has been done on press, and I've been really happy with the results of that. And overall, still really liking it. So that first video was made almost, I think, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Here we are. So I'll keep you guys updated. You'll get to see a lot more of me on this now, but there's just kind of a week or two follow-up from my first one.